Hello, good evening, and welcome to another Thursday night evening with. It's not the last Thursday in the month, but it sort of is. It's the last Thursday that I'm going to be doing an evening with this month. So it's an evening with everyone. And obviously, the reason it's the last Thursday that I'm going to be doing it is next Thursday is Christmas Eve. So I'm sure everybody's going to be sitting next to the chimneys waiting for Santa to come down and give them presents and stuff. So next Thursday, I'm not going to be doing it. And the Thursday after is New Year's Eve. So again, people will be, joining hands and singing Old Lang Syne and things like that. So again, I won't be streaming that week either. During the week, I'll still be doing stuff, but not on the Thursdays. So hello and welcome to all of you. Tonight is an evening with everyone. So the link will be going live in about 4 minutes at 8:05 on various different social media platforms, on my page, in the group, in the Model Makers Boom Hut, and I should be pushing a button to make it appear live in the chat here as well. Will be the links to come along and join in. And joining in is something to be done, but something that has already been done by a couple of lovely people. We have Stewpot, first time visitor to the stream.
Hi guys.
He's not got the best web connection, so he's a little bit pixely, but it does get better, or it did earlier. So Stewpot's with us as well. Good evening and welcome.
Hello. Hi. Everybody has seen me on the group, and I've been around, and yeah, now you know what I look like.
Yeah, you're known from the chat, but now you can see him with your actual eyes. And also joining us, coming in just after I pushed the button to go live, so I couldn't chat to him behind the scenes, we have, as ever, Dan. We only get geekerylabs.net because the screen's not wide enough for him to have his own.
That's okay.
But there it is. It says Dan as well. Look. There we go. So welcome to the pair of you. So hopefully other people will be coming in and joining, because it is sort of the Christmas edition. So, Merry Christmas to both of you and to all the viewers as well.
And you. And hi, Stu. It's good to see you.
Hi, Dan. Hi. Yes. Nice to see you.
I'm glad you decided to come in.
There we go. Muse is in. Order in and sit down. Paul Lyons is here as well. Muse has got coffee, so that's okay. We're all okay. No evening with on birthday eve. I have to socially interact with her indoors. But yeah, next week you'll have to. But you'll have Lego to build. Oh no, it's birthday eve. You won't have any Lego to build yet. No, you won't have that till the day after, will you? Damn. Oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to actual people. Yeah, it's terrible. Sorry, but that's the way it goes. Muse is saying there's still no Vampy. He lost his internet or something, didn't he, or something, or ran out of data? I can't remember now, but I'm sure there was something. But it'll be about at some point. The wild Dan, says Mayhem. He's not that wild. It's fairly tame, I think, mostly.
Yeah, I try to restrain myself. I'm.
Muse isn't sure if he fell asleep. Oh, that might be it. Yeah. Lego is Boxing Day, apparently.
Okay. Well, it's cubes, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah, like over an hour. Oh, right. There's one. I fixed his data over an hour ago. So, yeah, he's probably asleep by now. Yeah, that's probably it. Right. So, any news? Anything you've been up to? Anything to talk about?
Nothing much on my front. Just the usual. Just getting by. This is my weekly therapy.
Well, I mean, I'd like to come, Chris. I mean, I have a lot on, as you know. I've been building quite a while now, and it's getting there. I don't know if people can see around, and there's some pictures I'm sure you'll be showing later on anyway. But
yes.
Sorry, these shelves behind me. Or works be anything I've used.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think it's worth moving the camera around to do it. It's going to go even more pixely, and we won't be able to see anything. We'll have a look at the picture or two up in the group. Steve's going to be too drunk to build on the 25th. Is that? I don't get drunk. I don't drink a lot. It's not that I'm immune to being drunk. It's just that I don't drink. I say I'll have the occasional brandy when I'm doing a live stream sometimes now, but I don't see the pleasure and enjoyment in getting completely blind drunk and not being in control and not knowing what you're doing. If you can't be happy without having a drink, then something's wrong anyway. So just get on with what you do. Ghost Rider's here saying evening everyone. Cyborg Models says I love yours stream too much. Is that you love the stream a lot, or I stream too much? Should I stream less? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Could be either way.
Nice
but
sword,
yeah. AJ's here. Hope you're all well.
Hey,
Good evening, AJ. Welcome. Yep. Muse is just picking stuff up from the shop tonight. Paints and things, nothing major. Leaving soon to get data. Cool. Let us know when you go, and we'll not be able to catch you before you've actually gone. Let us know 5 minutes before you go, and then we'll have a chance to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Right, it's 5 past, so the link is now live. I shall push the button to make the link appear in chat. If you're watching and can't see the chat, then find somewhere you can, because that's where the fun is. It's not just sitting around watching us do that. It's getting involved and interacting, asking questions that we might know the answer to. We probably we'll make something up. If we don't know the answer, we'll give you an answer, but there's no guarantee that it will be correct. Yes, the link has gone live in the stream there, so click on that. It'll ask you to sign in with YouTube or Facebook or something or whatever, and then you'll get put into the green room, which is sort of like the void between. It's like purgatory, really. It's sort of just the area where you sit there not being able to do anything until I deem fit to introduce you to the stream, which I'll do pretty quickly normally. But you're more than welcome. Come along and join in. If you can't see the chat and you do want to join in, then go and have a look at my various things. Let me put the banners up. That would be the easy way of doing that. If you go to the Gross Group on Facebook, it's in there. It's also on my page. I haven't got a link to my page. Find me on Facebook. I'm there. You'll find it easy enough. It's also posted for my patrons, which you can find on there. I haven't put it on my website, but while I'm in the banners, I'll put that up there as well. You can go and have a look in there. Sometimes I post things in there and stories and stuff and things. So occasionally there's stuff to read. Not very often, I must admit, but it's a nice place that I put links to. You can find the links to all of my social media empire in there, so you can find a way. If you do need to contact me, I have an email address specifically made for me and Gross Models, so you can get me on chris@grossmodels.uk. Other than that do really. I've got that going up. I'll change that link over to the Gross group, so you can always see that and come along and join in. Even if you put pictures up now, I should still be able to see them a bit later on when we go through the gallery and show everybody what's been posted up this week. That's that. Nothing much happening down there. Muse is just laughing. I don't know why that is, but it might be because Adam's commenced stuffing his face. He said he's going to join us when he's finished stuffing his face. So now he knows when he's commenced. We'll find out how long it takes him to stuff his face.
Yes.
And then he'll come along and probably still be wiping the gravy out of his beard or something.
Remember to chew.
True, yeah. I mean, you're welcome to join while you're eating. We don't mind. We're not.
Yeah,
we're not posh.
we're not going to care.
As long as you keep the tasty stuff away from the camera, because otherwise we'll get hungry. There we go. Right, that's that. As chat comes in, I shall have a look at it and put it up on the screen. But other than that, yeah. So tonight is open to everybody. Come and join in, or just join in the chat.
Please.
But don't just sit there quietly watching. Come and say hello, even if it's just saying hello in a shy little quiet voice. We don't mind. We don't often Muse bites, but the rest of us don't bite. We're all very, very, I would say civilized, but that's not the right word. Polite, I think, is the word. Yeah, we're all polite. Just pop in, say hello. A good way to get people to pop in and say hello is for this one. We'll do. I haven't done it for a while. Time and telly. It's just a chance for you to pop into the chat and tell me what time it is where you are, where you're watching, because we get people from all over the place. Different people. I mean, some civilized places and some less civilized places, but people are always in different time zones. So it's always nice to see whereabouts you are. It's an easy way of telling us where you are without actually telling us where you are, because we don't need your address. That'd be a bit scary. But give us your time zone and what you've been watching on the telly. It doesn't have to be actual telly, not necessarily broadcast TV. We accept everything from Netflix and Amazon to Disney Plus to YouTube. If you're watching something and you're enjoying it, then spread the word about it so the rest of us can watch and enjoy it. It doesn't have to be model related either, because we all watch other stuff anyway. So if you're watching anything, no spoilers or anything though, because if you want someone to start watching a new series or something, they might not know anything about it. So just tell us what you're watching and why we should watch it. That'd be a good way of doing it. So we have Steve saying he's 49. If that's not a reason to drink, I don't know what is. I don't know. I'm not 49 yet, so I can't comment on that one. But maybe, yeah.
V3, I will be 49 2 days before you.
Well, there we go. Yes. So happy
You're all
birthday,
making me
Dan.
literally 2 days
Before
apart.
we see you again.
You're all making me feel so old.
Well, when I say I'm not
52.
49, I am actually 48. So,
Yeah.
but I've got another 9 months till I'm 49, so that's okay. Radio Model is busy eating. He's obviously typing with his non-dominant hand. So, yeah. Ghost Rider says, if you're doing Santa, can I sit on your knee and tell you what I want for Christmas? That's gone into the slightly creepy. Yeah, no, you don't.
I
you
think
don't
that
want,
was the intention.
yeah,
Message
don't
delivered
do it,
accurately.
No. Phil's here, Primetime Modeling. Good evening.
Prime time?
Evening. I can't even say it, but yes, evening. Phil. Welcome. B3, right, there we go. 2009. So that's not the year, that's the time. So he's in the same time zone as me, the proper time zone, GMT. And he's watching House Season 2, Episode 9. I don't know. I've seen House 2 or 3 times all the way through all of it, but I can't place individual episodes and tell you what was happening. How many seasons were there in total? Was it like 7 or 8 or something? 9?
I never watched it myself. I have no idea.
House is very good. I mean, it's obviously. I assume you're aware of it.
Oh yeah.
It's a medical thing. Hang about. I clicked a button and it jumps up. Instead of clicking it off, I clicked on Michael coming in time. Hi, Michael. I'll get rid of the time and telly bit because that's going to get confusing and cover us all up. but there we go. Yes, if you don't know House, it's a medical sort of investigative show in the vein of all of these, 3 scene show things
Mhm.
where he's a doctor. It's basically Sherlock Holmes if he was a doctor, hence House rather than Holmes. Lots of plays on things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, very good. He solves it in the end, basically every week. So not really a big shock, but yeah. Pascal is an hour in the future. And he's watching Attack on Titan, the final season, the 4th season. I don't know of that one. It's one of these anime things, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not watched it, but I'm familiar with it. I've seen imagery from it. It's got gigantic, like skinless, naked people that are attacking a city.
Do you count as
And-
naked if you haven't got skin? That's the real
Oh,
question.
well, they could be clothed over their skinless bodies, technically. So they're both naked and skinless.
Technically, I suppose, but yeah.
I mean, they could be wearing togas over their, muscles, but they're not. And but it's
Yeah.
anime. It's
9,000 Mid-Spies says it's 2010 and Raised by Wolves. Yeah, but what are you watching on telly? I don't know that one. I've not heard
It's
of that
a
one.
new
at all. Is that
show
film
on-
series?
yeah.
Let's know more.
Really good.
Paul Lyons, 2011, Death in Paradise. It sounds familiar, but again, I've not seen it.
Mm-mm.
Prime Time says he's got a typo. I didn't even know that. It's not a problem. They're next to each other on the keyboard. It's easy. B3 says 8 or 9 seasons. Yeah, I think it's around there somewhere. Yeah, I don't think it made it to 10, but very good. I did enjoy it.
Mhm.
Adam is typing in 2011. I've been watching Transformers Headmasters Japanese series and some 40 Towers. I do like 40 Towers. I like Transformers as well, but I'm not really into the series anymore. I used to watch the original series back in the day, but I haven't watched any more recent series. I still like the films. It's a good brainless action film. They're fine. People slate them for things, but it's all right. You just get what you get. But 40 Towers, I do enjoy. I
Yes.
still find it hard to believe that there's only like 12 episodes of it.
No.
But
yeah, it's crazy. It feels like there's 20 something episodes, and
it feels like more, loads.
Yeah.
But then again, a lot of these series feel like that. That a lot of the British series,
Mhm.
a lot of British series only have 6 episodes. Especially in a comedy series like that. So that is 2 years worth,
Mhm.
but it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that's kind of moving into the norm with the streaming models.
Yeah. Prime Time, it says 2012, so it's in the same time zone as me, same country. Star Trek Discovery and The Mandalorian. Now, Discovery, I was talking about Discovery to someone earlier. I really liked the first season. I watched it. Great, brilliant stuff. I started watching the second season and then got distracted by something. I don't remember what it was and drifted away from it and haven't been back since. I still intend to watch it. I know they're finished the 3rd season now or something, or finishing, or...
It's probably close to the end of the 3rd season. I'm like
Yeah.
an episode behind.
So I haven't seen any of that at all. I've caught the odd spoiler here and there, but it doesn't worry me a great deal. But I will go back and watch it. I'm going to have to start watching it again from the first, probably not the first season again, but I'll probably watch the second season again to catch up and figure out what's going on. But it wasn't that I didn't enjoy it. It was just that I got distracted. But it's still not proper Star Trek.
No.
It's good enough. It's fine, but it's not real Star Trek, is it?
No.
So,
Star Trek you can't share with your kids is a problem.
Well, yeah. I know they swear a couple of times in it. I don't have a problem with it. It just isn't quite right. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on what isn't quite right about it, but there's something that's not quite right. And The Mandalorian, again, I have seen the first season and I've seen the first episode of the second season. But I don't like the waiting around for a week to watch stuff. TV used to be like that, but it isn't anymore. So now I think tomorrow the final episode is airing, or final episode of season 2. So once that's around, I'll just binge through all of it in a few days and be caught up. I don't know. I never used to have a trouble. Obviously, that was the only way TV was watched. You either You watched it when it was on the Zenith.
I-
But it spoiled me, the whole binge watching and streaming and
Mhm.
stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I love Mando, and also next week on Friday they're moving, since Mando's ending, they're going to move into another season of the gallery show where they do behind the scenes stuff of
Oh right, yeah, I
Mandalorian.
watched a couple of those, but
Yeah,
I
those are really good.
didn't watch many of them.
Oh, they're well worth watching.
One of the things I like
right.
about the Mandalorian is at the end.
Sorry, is it what?
When you see the sorry, I like to see the at the end of the Mandalorian when you see the cartoon images of what's gone on in the actual program. I think they're
Yeah, the concept art.
yes, the
Concept
concept
art
art,
is really good.
Yeah, that is very good. Paul Lyon says, I can't remember what we're talking about. There we go. Death in Paradise, right. It's about a copper from London who gets transferred to a Caribbean island. Also starred Danny John Jules, who played the cat in Red Dwarf.
Ah.
That's interesting, yeah. Yeah, that could be a bit strange. I think things will be very different in the Caribbean, or
Yeah.
Caribbean, or however you want to say it.
Weather would
than they are in
definitely be a new thing.
Yeah. And then he says, even more, it's a comedy drama about a couple from London.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Dave's around, Butcher That Model. Attack on Titan is a fantastic game to play, apart from the fact that after 30 minutes of playing, fingers in your left hand will start to ache with dancing around the keyboard trying to get the combos. I don't know the game either, but yeah.
Yeah.
B3 says, the thing that's wrong with Discovery is the walls don't wobble as they walk down the corridor. You need to watch some old school Doctor Who. That would give you sort out that fix. Yeah.
Caves shake.
We have another visitor tonight.
Ah.
So, you look, can't see the visitors, can you? You don't. You can only see what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is it?
It's a secret. I've got 2 new visitors popped up now. Actually,
Oh.
the first one.
All right.
We have Skipper Ted himself.
Skipper. Hey.
Good evening.
Hello.
For some reason, Spoopot's pictures got instantly better now Ted's arrived.
Wow. Yes, it has.
But we also have a fifth. We have the angry painting bloke has come along as well.
Hey.
Hi guys.
It's the raging modeler himself as well.
Yeah.
So good evening, guys. Welcome.
Hello. Hello Chris, hello Ted, hello Dan, hello Stu, hello everyone.
Hey.
I don't know if Ted's actually listening to us.
I am. I'm listening
Oh,
to
he
you.
is.
There he
I've
is.
got the camera set up there because I thought I'd be different.
Why not? You're just showing off that you've still got a lovely full head of hair.
Yeah, that's it. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm today. The modelling that's taking part on my bench today is repairing Christmas decorations.
Oh.
Okay.
Because,
Well, that's still.
Which one are you
important
doing?
work.
We can't quite see what you're doing. So which one are you repairing?
I'm
fix it.
trying to put Santa back on his horse. For one of them, this Santa has lost an arm.
Oh dear.
Ah.
This one I haven't quite made up my mind what's wrong with it yet, but I think it's just lost the hanging loop.
Yeah.
There's a bell of something. All right, yeah, I think the bell's off him. I think he's meant to be sitting on this bell here. So yeah, so that's usually what happens. Comes Christmas time, your bench ends up with lots of. Can you fix this? Can you? This is.
Yeah, that's the problem with being the builder in the house, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. If you've got a workbench, people think that you can fix everything, so it usually ends up on the bench in a big pile in the corner, just waiting in the pending tray.
But it was always the same when I was a kid. If a toy broke or anything, it wasn't take it to Dad for him to fix it, because my dad's not particularly mechanically minded or handy. But my mum has been doing the family trade, been repairing clocks basically all her life. So it was take it to Mum and she'll fix it, and she 9 times out of 10 did. But yeah, it's strange. The sort of role reversals that was
I have to
happening.
leave for a minute.
I got to a point when I would fix my own toys. Like when I was really young, my dad was fixing Transformers. Like I remember Astro Train broke. He super glued the wing on. But as I got older and got more into model making, like in like this second edition of 40K, I just read something about pinning metal models. I was like, oh well, I just need a pin to go in this bit on a wing or on a figure. I was like, oh, I can do that now. Clip, boop, done. And I was like, oh, fantastic. Now well, that's easier than I realised. Bit of super glue, laughing. So,
Stronger than it was before, yeah.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so you may have seen me moving about a little bit because the camera's there and the keyboard's over there and the desk's here. So I am listening, even though I don't look as though I'm listening. I am listening. I've got.
We'll shout if we need you for anything.
The thing is now, Ted, with like the Santa Claus with a missing arm, you have a perfect chance to kit bash. You have the perfect chance to give him a mechanical arm with a bolt.
You got a spare Space Marine there, haven't you?
See,
Yeah.
exactly. There you go.
I could put a big blaster gun in his arm or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
just don't tell
you can
anyone.
use
Yeah.
the spare Santa and put him in your Baneblade.
Yeah. A
All you gotta do is say,
Baneblade.
violent Santa.
all you gotta do is say, I fixed it, put it on the tree. No one will know. And then for years to come, like, when did this happen?
Be like that for ages.
The perfect crime.
Adam does tell us before he came on live on telly and could use his mouth words that Jeremy Bullock's passed away. Is it that's a recent thing? Is it?
Yeah, I only just found out because I met him a couple of years ago at Telford Comic Con, and he was an absolutely lovely bloke because
Yeah.
everyone was there to meet like some woman from Primeval or something who was like in Steps or some pop band, and there's no queue for Jeremy Bullock. And I've never been so formal in meeting anyone in my life. Like, I've met Alice Cooper, I've met some of my favorite musicians and some of my favorite people. I've met Kane Hodder, but when I met Jeremy Bullock, it's like, "Hello, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you. How are you today?" I was just like so formal. It's like I'm meeting the vet, and his backpack had jets. But yeah, he's just passed away, and it's kind of going because I've had this signature on my wall, and it's just like, man, that's just a super nice guy. I'll be the same with like Alice Cooper and whatnot. But
It's not good. But then again, we are all love the films that are of that era. But the people that were acting in those films are getting to that sort of age now.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Just
here's one thing. I've just caught up with The Mandalorian. Actually, I'm not going to say anything because people might not have watched it, so I'm going to.
No, I haven't watched it all
Like
yet.
Chris.
No, don't say that.
Never mind. Things have happened. I think my opinions of certain things have changed with the latest episodes.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of the shiny armor and stuff, but no, let's not go there. Nat's joined us. Welcome, Nat.
Hi,
Evening,
Nat.
everyone.
Hi, Nat.
Hello, Stu. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. What's up?
Continuing down the chat, we've got Ghost Rider saying Trading Places with another classic 80s movie. Yeah, I don't know why is that what you're watching? Or I've lost track completely, as most happens most times. But yes, I do enjoy Trading Places. That was quite good fun.
Or maybe that's what he wants for Christmas while he's sitting on your knee.
It might be, yeah. Graham's around. Hi, Gross, and everyone that knows me. Oh, nice Santa picture. Everyone's saying hello to everybody. Colin's about. 67's Workshop. Hi, folks. Evening, Colin.
Hey, Colin.
Yep, dude.
Evening, Colin.
Hi, Carl.
Paul Lines is confused for Ted as why Santa's riding a horse. Surely it should be a reindeer.
I haven't a clue, but I've just opened my super glue bottle and it's just squirted everywhere. Everything is now covered in super glue,
Now,
The next.
including my fingers. And I think,
Don't stick
and I can't seem to glue Santa back on his horse. So I have a feeling that the super glue's gone out of date. So,
But on the plus side, Ted's going to be doing lots of live streams because he can't leave his bench anymore.
yeah.
yeah, I can't do any building because my fingers are glued together.
But it'll keep him from pushing the wrong button.
Music's got to go. If Bamp shows up, tell him to call me. Yeah, we'll pass the message along if we see him. Ted's using his finger words. No, he shouldn't be using finger words.
There.
I've had to log into YouTube because I can't seem to find a way to comment on the channel. on StreamYards. I can see the chat.
Has it not got a thing at the bottom that says post comment
Yeah,
underneath all the comments?
No. No, I just wondered if you have to log in before you can chat.
Even Adam says you've got to do things. You should have had to log in anyway to join in. But
I don't. I just clicked on the link. Clicked on the
normally,
link.
but if you're signed in already, then it should keep you signed in and it remembers your name and stuff. So
Yeah, it's remembered me, but
don't know.
tonight-
Have you not got the chat on the side of the screen then?
I've got the chat on the side of the screen.
What's at the bottom of that? Does it not say post a comment for you lot?
No,
No, it's not been there for
No.
a while.
Oh, okay. I'm never a guest on these things. I'm always the host, never the hostess. No, that's not right. But you know, Lord Hartley says that Ted's going to have a horse.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
Look at
and
look at
Ted's
this.
hand.
Look at this. The super glue bottle is glued to the.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Ted.
Oh,
You're just
time
leaving that there, are you?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
At least you're never going to knock it over.
There is that, and that is one way to solve an issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, super glue the paints down, super glue everything down. It's like, oh well, nothing going to get knocked over. This is a solution we can use. So
but with all the glue, it'll be easier to hang the cutting mat on the tree.
Yeah.
Just stick to it.
that is true. No, I need to fix one of my Christmas decorations myself. Really, to be fair, last year I brought a beholder from Mystic Pigeon on Etsy. It's got a little thing on the back of it, and over the past year, it's lost its skull and it's lost its
Oh.
eye.
Yeah.
But I very much enjoy painting this
Santa
beastie.
beholder.
Yeah. It's totes the daubs and absolutely full of murder and death and pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to fix that at some point.
It's been a long time since I did any D&D. I don't recall beholders having lots of little eyes. I thought they were just
Yeah,
one big eye and a thing.
It's one bigger than 8 other eyes, and then there's different types of beholders.
Stock
There's
is a different
jackets,
power.
yeah.
It's been a long time. I don't. I recall the huge big eye, but I don't recall the little extra bits.
To be fair, I've not been doing much D&D either at the moment. My regular game has been put on hold. Now we've got another campaign where it's more sporadic, and obviously we can't go out to anywhere, so it's like when and where. But as for painting D&D stuff, I've done absolutely sod on all the past 2 months because things haven't been the best.
Richard Rail says, "Evening, everyone. Glad to see a full group on screen and in chat. It's
Yeah,
not
good
even
evening.
full on screen. We can have 4 more people join us. We can have 10.
Mhm.
Come on,
Although
Fox.
that
Come
might
on.
be a bit difficult.
Come on,
but-
Colin. Everyone, join us.
The link has just been posted in chat again, so you can all come along and join in. Fox is here having a quick drive-by as he has to do domestic chores and rubbish. Just wanted to say evening to everyone. Good evening. And then for some reason,
Hi,
Ted's again using his finger words,
Oh,
telling Fox to do a Baneblade stream. But he could use his mouth words to do that, but he doesn't want to do it.
No,
I agree with the sentiment, though. Fox should do a Baneblade.
Fox is doing a Baneblade. He's doing it on Sundays.
Oh, is he doing it?
He's starting doing his Baneblade. Yeah, he's done
Sorry, Fox.
the tracks. He's done the tracks so far.
He started
But
gluing some stuff together.
that's his Sunday Warhammer build at the moment.
Oh,
I will not do a Baneblade. Not a chance.
after that before, Adam trying to get me to do it, I think you really should do one.
Not my style. I'd rather put the money into getting the gash because he's a Grail mini from. Well, I say mini. He's not really mini. He's like 20
No,
foot
that's
tall.
it's to be quite large, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I did pop into the Warhammer shop tonight on late this afternoon because I wanted to pick up some more paint. And I did. I went in and bought in some more paints and a brush.
And anything
Yeah,
else?
I didn't buy any kits.
Okay.
Oh, you've been a good boy today.
Fox says, sadly, his activity tonight is door mounting and washing up and tidying up and other nonsense. Well, you made all the washing up, didn't you? How much washing up can you make given 2 of you in a house?
Yeah,
No,
if you
do it
get
every day,
yeah,
then it doesn't pile up to stupid proportions. But
yeah, you just need to get takeaways and eat straight out the carton, no washing up. And if you
yeah,
have,
you might have the occasional fork, but apart from that,
well, you
you'll
don't
be
even
right.
need the fork because you can ask them to provide wooden forks and job
Just use
sorted.
your fingers.
So yeah, right. How am I going to get Santa to stick on this horse?
Not super glue,
Somebody's
Ted.
cheating, but
Not
I'm not
super
going to
glue.
mention it. Not going to mention someone cheating because that wouldn't be happening.
Despite how things are going for me at the moment, I'm feeling very mischievous tonight.
Oh,
New
God.
groundbreaking technology for Fox of doing washing up every day. It
What do you
doesn't
mean, oh,
understand
God?
how that can be possible.
I'm staying quiet.
So, how's things? Nat's just come in. I haven't really asked you, talked to you much yet. So,
Chris,
what are you up to at the moment? Anything special?
Not a lot. I'm on the final stretch for that big diamond art. So it's like, right, give it one big push now to get it finished. Oh, God, my hair's a mess. Cheers, Chris. Yeah, just keep doing this diamond art one big push. I'm just been enjoying the peace today because Connor and Paige broke up from school today.
Oh, right.
So I've now got them at home for school for Christmas. So not a lot in all fairness.
Cool.
Nothing
You know,
exciting.
really, do what you like whenever you like, really. That's the way it works, isn't
Yeah, nothing exciting on my end.
it? You may have noticed that I put a video up on the channel yesterday. This morning.
I was going to ask you about that.
Just
Yesterday.
a Merry Christmas greetings to everybody from everybody, basically. So some of the people below me down there, I've put little clips in the video as well. So thank you all for submitting your time and effort into just making a little happy video for people. So yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. Go and watch it later. It's available on the channel somewhere. You'll find it.
And
I watched it right before coming in here.
And to be fair, I think it's one of
the channel video that people see when they come and join the channel. So it's up the top.
Oh, God.
I think it's just one of those little things that people that's going to just because let's face it, this year's been an absolute farce for everyone involved. So it's just a nice little. I mean, I don't know about you lot, but I don't feel Christmassy at all. Not that I often do, but I normally get little bits of like, oh yes, it's nice and Christmas, but I don't know if it's down to me being a miserable git as usual, or me having a really hard time at work at the moment. So I'm like, which one is it?
I think it's everything.
Yeah,
even
I
with
would say
Christmas
so.
hat on, I'm still not feeling Christmassy this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Christmas every year seems to get a little bit sooner, a little bit quicker, and sneak up on me. I think that's just because I'm getting old. But this year it really has. I mean, having November off work and then going back and it being December, and it's like there's only 3 weeks till Christmas. It's like that just didn't feel right. In retail, Christmas is obviously a big time of the year, and normally, but it used to build up over the course of sort of November, December. Used to get busier and busier and busier until Christmas. Every year, it seems to get a little bit later that the build-up starts. So the last few years, it's just been December. It's been getting busier and busier. November would be just a normal month, but this year everything's just different and short.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's Christmas next week.
I think one thing that gets me is that
no Black
Christmas.
Friday at Harvey, was it, Chris? None of the people are running around this. It's just not Christmas, is it? That's the point.
No.
Definitely not.
There's
in retail.
no people traffic, but I think one thing that gets me down about Christmas is that you see a lot of stuff come in stores in like August. I'm like, it's August. We've not even had Halloween. Give it. Hold your horses. Calm down. Don't get too excited. But then again, miserable get so
B3 was going to do a stuffed Christmas. It's my birthday video, but I thought it wasn't very festive.
Still do it. I would still do it.
Yeah. Fox says, "Don't shock you, but we're all so old now. It's almost next Christmas." Yeah. Merry Christmas 2023. Yeah.
The Easter eggs will be in the shops
Chris,
soon.
just about. Yeah.
Here's an
Chris,
interesting
about
thing.
Your video and the Christmas video that you did. Can I just comment on something else? Or something else I've noticed is your graphics are vastly improving, and I appreciate what you're doing there. I think they're absolutely good now. You're really moving things on a bit with that, aren't you?
Thank you. I'd hope to. It's fun for me to do the stuff, but it's also fun for me behind the scenes to experiment with new tech and gadgets and flashy things and stuff. So I like both.
It's always good to do some new texts and things like that. And Chris uses Photoshop the same as I do, and it seems like sometimes, like Photoshop, I haven't used it for so long that I forgot how to do it. So yeah, so it's
Yeah,
it's
my
not
problem.
it's not it's not always that easy to do the new graphics and things like that, because I just muddle my way through. We need Fox to show us all again.
Pretty much, yeah. It's difficult, but yeah, you get there in the end. But the video came about last month. John Bias, one of my lovely patrons, asked me if I could do a quick video segment for a video that he was putting together that didn't actually happen in the end. And it sort of got me thinking, like, yeah, I've got this whole, the gross group, the gang gathered together. There's like 20 or 25 people in there that some of them I haven't spoken to for a year or more, but they're still technically members, but and others, like I say, the lovely people below me here, come along and join in from time to time. And I thought, why not? We just, I'll just ask if anybody wants to put in a quick, just a 10 seconds Merry Christmas from me sort of thing. A couple of them did longer videos. Ted just kept drinking. I don't know.
And then there was Fox.
He just sent me a video of him saying Merry Christmas about 15 times, but no. I deleted the ones at the end that are all blurry and out of focus and him swearing and stuff. So yeah, I didn't show that. I put them in the
Special
both
patron levels.
But yeah, I'd say enough people got back to me with little clips that it was worth putting it all together.
Yeah.
Next year, I'll probably try and do the same sort of thing, but a little bit more organised, a little bit more notice for people to put things together and get themselves sorted. But it just felt like, this year's been bad enough. We'll just do something a bit cheery, just to sort of say.
You need to get everybody to send you stock footage. You can get everybody to send you Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, Happy Easter, Happy Hanukkah, and then you could just take.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I can get everybody to record Happy Birthday to, and then over the top.
And then have someone else entirely say the name.
Happy birthday to insert name here.
You just have to have that dead expression. You're like, happy birthday to.
So I was very
the Fox the skullfish animation that looks like this.
Skullfish.
Took me minutes to cut out. I took the stock picture and put it over the top of Ted's background and just cut the mouth bit out and animated it a little bit, sort of in time with him saying skullfish. So skullfish. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't work so well. But that took minutes to organise. But I know when Fox did his animation of stuff, it took him a while because he had to redraw things so they weren't in the lab coat that he'd been using before, and obviously record it all in. But
yeah, that little bit of animation was definitely it had work put into it, and it's most appreciated because that was very funny.
Oh yes.
I had plans to do like a full music thing with it as well because I've figured out my pitch. And I was practicing one of these, say Merry Christmas everyone. I was like, oh, I know the pitch, fantastic. Okay, it's in this mode, brilliant. I know the chords for it. But with what's been going on at work, I've just been like, no. I've just not had the chance or the mental capacity to kind of process what I'm doing. It's been really crap.
Yeah. I mean, things will obviously have to get better because they can't get a lot worse than this year's been. But we'll do something.
Whoa. Chris. Let's not start tempting 2020. We're not far from it. Let's not tempt 2020.
I
mean, for all we know now, Godzilla could show up on December 31st. Like, let's not go with there.
It'll be fine. Graham says he hates Christmas. It's a bad time of year for me. And yeah, I mean, I'm not a religious person. I don't get involved with religious side of things. But to me, it's just a time to, it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
You got to relax, let the year go, and get ready to join a new one. We have someone else join. Talk about joining.
Hey.
Hello. Apologies for popping in late. I've been just filming an intro for my new coffee gadget. I've got a new coffee gadget.
A new coffee jacket.
Is that
What
where
is
you put instant stuff in the top and it comes out coffee at the bottom?
No, it's the coolest thing. It's the coolest thing.
All right, come. We need to show what happens.
You're getting a sneak preview here. You put your coffee beans in here in the top.
Right.
Like the Nescafe, yeah.
Down at the bottom, you've got your little water thing here with a pouring spout. You measure your beans into this. You pour them into that. You've got a beaker, an insulated beaker. You've got your little filter, the jig that grinds into that, and then that sits in your cup for your pour over coffee. And you put your beans in, and
Oh wow!
it grinds your beans for you. How cool is that?
Yeah, I've got a simpler way. I've got a simpler way. You just take it out of the jar and add water.
It's much easier. I don't drink coffee, but
My wife
That's
has
what
these
you do
awesome
right there.
little cups that she sticks into a machine and pulls down a lever.
you get a spoonful out of the pot, put it in your hot water, add your milk and sugar, and then you're away.
And how do you fit the chicken in there?
You're all a bunch of heathens. You're all a bunch of heathens.
I drink
Don't bring
it.
me into that mix, thank you.
Sorry?
So don't bring me into that mixture. I think it's quite
No,
a
yeah,
good idea, actually.
I didn't hear you sort of saying swear word about instant coffee.
Thank you.
Well done, woman. So,
I'm not as bad as all these ruffians above and next to me.
good. Good girl. Well done. Well done.
Fox, I've got to go and do his pointless busy work. You mean washing up? Yeah, just do your washing up. If you
Just put- yeah, just put it
if you
on-
come back, if you want to come back and join in, feel free. I'm sure there'll still be an empty slot.
Yeah, it won't take you that long. It won't take you that long to wash up, and you can take your iPad and put it over the sink, and you can still watch.
Yeah, you could even join in on your iPad and stream in. That's right. Someone's drawn. Who went?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
No,
watch
Stu.
it.
Stewpot's gone.
Oh.
Hopefully he'll come back in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, live footage from Fox at the sink.
B3 says you could just buy Gold Blend. Yeah, we said that.
there's just no helping some people. There isn't.
I think you just joined and then left again.
I mean, it's like Fox. I sent Fox it's like 3 or 4 different coffees, single origin Arabica coffees, fresh roasted, ground. And I sent them to him. And he tried one, and then he was like, "Oh, I'll just chuck them all in one thing together." Appreciate them individually. That's like
Wow.
getting a bottle of Bell's, a bottle of White and Mackay, a bottle of Glenlivet, a bottle, and then just pouring them all into a big bucket. You know, it's just.
It's the same, isn't it? I don't know. It just saves time.
I don't even drink coffee, but I know that's just wrong.
That's just a sin.
It is. It's very wrong.
Right, let's have a look at and see what's been happening in the group. I'll push that button and then I'll push that button, and that'll bring that up there and hide me, so I don't have to look at me anymore for a little while. This is Paul DeTasso, something I figured I'd throw up for everyone to see. Not actually throw up. I mean, he's going to put something up
Yes.
so we can see it like that there. It's some sort of Gundam Transformery thing, isn't it? If Fox was here, he'd be able to tell us exactly what it is, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyone know anything about it?
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I absolutely love the panel
Definitely a
lining work.
Gundam, but I don't know what model.
It's definitely Gundam, but the panel lining work is so nice. It looks like it's almost out of an
Yeah.
anime the way it's
Yeah.
done. It looks
Yeah.
absolutely
It's
fantastic.
a Gundam. I don't know what. I don't know much about them.
I don't know what flavour it is now, but it's very nice. Yes, we'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
We have Steve with his Star Wars Lego Advent Calendar. That one, Ted knows what that is.
Lego.
Very good, Ted. And it's an ornament.
And then we have the next day. Ted knows what that is as well, I'm sure.
Dinner.
That's a minion.
Oh, yes, yeah. I can see what it is now. Yeah.
I don't
It's
see
not a
anything.
minion,
It's just quite
Porg.
green for me.
It's stage,
Oh.
stage 12. It's one of the little porgs from the little planet where Luke hid. I like that. It's cute.
Invasive species.
Looked much more delicious when Chewbacca was eating the roasted one, though.
Hmm. Yeah, look good. Lots of meat.
He's continuing building his Mandalorian AT-AT with crane attached to it,
Yes.
which is coming together. I think there's multiple pictures of that. Yeah. He's
Man,
obviously been putting Gribbly stuff on to make it look right as well,
the Gribblification commence.
like only
Oh,
Steve
yeah.
can.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's just awesome.
That's really nice detail.
It always looks a little bit rough until he puts it in primer, and then it looks just
Yeah.
right.
I mean, it looks good now. It'll look fantastic when there's primer.
But
Well-
you know it's going to go into primer, and then it will stay in
Oh, yeah.
primer.
Yeah,
forever.
so
You never
what-
actually-
what
But
about
it should be grey,
2021,
so-
I might put some actual paint on some of his creations.
Well, technically, you can get away with just leaving one of those in primer, can't you? So
Yeah, I suppose you could actually, yeah.
Yeah, it would need some chipping, but
Like a prime and a wash.
Maybe a panel line or two.
yeah.
Oh,
Day 13, the Republic Cruiser. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
just before you continue, in other very important news, Iron Man hasn't arrived yet.
Oh,
No, it hasn't arrived yet for me either. I was going to ask you about that later, but yeah, it will at some point. Day 14 was a battle droid. Sal has done a picture of me for the Iron Man build, but it's going
Oh
to
wow.
be going back to do another one.
that looks like it hurt. It's
Oh, no, it's lovely. It's
like
not quite what I had in mind.
Terminator.
He's back at the drawing board doing another one for me. I've sent him some more
Oh, very
pictures.
cool, though. You snapping your Infinity Stones thingy about.
Yeah.
Day 15, the droid control ship from the prequels.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I
what they do.
always get amazed by the way that Lego can do these things
Yeah.
with very minimal pieces.
With tiny
But they're still
pieces, yeah, you can still recognise them. It's
Mhm.
not, isn't it?
Steve says he intends to finish the crane as he's enjoying it.
Ah, but finish it as in paint, or does it mean finish it as in put the bits on and spray it with primer?
There we go. Oh, right. This one, I take exception at this. Steve posted it up and said it's the N1 Starfighter. And I
thought
said,
it was pod race.
oh, wait a minute. That's a
No.
pod racer.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be all yellow if it was a start and
Okay.
yeah.
So he now changed his description to say it's the N1 Starfighter or a pod racer. But yeah, it's definitely a pod racer. It sounds like a pod racer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just because the things don't open doesn't mean to say it's not a pod racer.
What's
I don't
the
know if
N1
it's intended to be
Starfighter? I don't
Anakin's or
remember that.
It's a
I'm-
pod racer with a toilet at the back of it.
Then we have a pit droid. Obviously. I
That's
like
kind
that.
of cute. That's kind of cute.
Oh.
You can pop that on the nose. Sean's put up a Christmas special tonight. He says, I'll leave this here. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Gundam
I
at the
love
North Pole
that.
with frosticles all over it. Very cool. I like the cane.
Yeah.
Edward has got some snow in Pennsylvania
Wow.
from
wow.
Storm Gale. Ironically, we're here to lay my mum to rest, and her name happens to be Gale.
Oh,
So the family thinks
Sorry to
it's
hear that. If you're watching,
I'm not sure what these bits are on the car sticking up on the screen there. Is it
I'm not sure. Maybe it's like
leaves or something that have landed on the car?
rack, something like that.
it looks like a hand.
But yes, it's definitely clean up commenced.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a bit of snow there.
that's some depth, isn't it?
I'm
We
genuinely
don't get
jealous
snow
of
here
it.
any.
I want
very
snow.
much.
I want snow so I don't have to go to work.
Just please send some to Lincolnshire because Connor and Paige are doing my heading.
I
All they want is snow, bless them.
they can have all of it. I hate it.
Make
Yeah,
them
that's
shovel it a few
awesome.
times. That'll break them of that.
Yeah.
Apparently, here in the UK, we're technically more likely to get snow at the Easter bank holiday than the Christmas bank holiday.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sounds about right.
Which is technically true because I mean it's not cold enough for snow now, and we're almost more than halfway through December. So it's sort of February time is the more likely time. So if Easter's March, then that's closer than December
Yeah,
is.
but the way the church seems to work out when Easter falls is beyond me because the way the church works it out, I think sometimes Easter falls at the 2nd of February.
It's all to do with moons and the third
Yeah.
Sunday after something else has happened sometime.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't understand it.
Don't care.
Pascal,
Just
put some
calculated
pictures up
that
this evening.
Bunny was crucified and gave everybody chocolate eggs when he was resurrected or something.
Yeah, all by a magical Easter bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the zombie holiday.
Pascal has done, I think it's an SD Gundam, isn't it, in there?
Yeah,
That's what it said. Yeah, I saw that earlier.
in a
Wow.
gazebo.
Is that's the back, or has he got his wings folded? Oh, that's the back. That's the front. And it lights up.
Oh,
Absolutely,
wow.
absolutely.
So cool.
I don't think
really
I've seen an
clever,
SD
really
light
clever.
up before. That is beautiful.
It is impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, all he needed a little crib like that is a baby Gundam and 3 wise Gundams, and
Pascal's in chat. He says it's the SD Phoenix. It
That's
contains 14
really cool.
LEDs.
Oh,
And
wow.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's nice.
Did it come with the LEDs, Pascal, or did you add those?
I expect that's going to be added later. And there we have Stu's new bench, which is already too clean. It won't
Yeah.
stay like that, will it?
Is beautiful.
That is nice.
Someone's nicked your iPad from the back there, though.
It's getting there.
Or your screen.
It's getting there.
I like the gumball
Yeah.
machine. I especially like the gumball machine. That's
Mm-hmm.
A few-
Now the next step
But that's
is to
only half
get
of
to
it.
work
because in
and mess
actual
it
fact, I've
up.
got another room behind me. Yeah, I've got another room behind me with the spray benches built into. So there's another bench back there. It's good.
It's,
Yeah.
it's incredibly tidy, that, I've got to say. How long is it going to stay that tidy?
minutes.
Yeah.
Well, he took the picture hours ago, so not anymore. Yeah.
And to be honest, I've got so much to start on. I mean, I've been buying things for nearly 2 years, so I've got so much Lego. It's unbelievable. I've got so many kits that I want to get started that I haven't started because I've been moving and the place I was in wasn't building, and so it's just got to be. And then I've had to build this place virtually. This place, I've had to build it virtually. It was a mess, wasn't it, Chris? It was a big place when we started, but yeah, it's getting there. It's
Good.
getting there.
It'll be worth it when it's done.
Yeah, well, you should see the videos on Stu's channel as to how the room was a year ago, and then you won't complain about the bench being tidy. And that's that. Oh, didn't someone say they put a picture up? Let's try refreshing to see if there's another picture has arrived. I think I've broken it now. Facebook's not refreshing.
Oh, you broke Facebook. Huzzah.
Facebook's never fixed. Let's be honest. Facebook's constantly in a state of various broken.
That was like one of the first pictures. I think I went at the beginning rather than the end.
Ah.
Oh.
So yeah, I shall stop sharing that because that's not what we want to see. Yes, so that's that. That's what the gallery thing is all for. If you want to put some pictures up in the Gross group, then I would say next week we'll come and look at them, but we won't because I'm not here next week or the week after. But in January, we should have a big gallery because there'll be people putting up stuff that they got over Christmas.
Yes.
And if you got stuff for birthdays, Christmas, everything, then that's the place to put pictures of it.
I hope I have something to show off. I really do.
Right, then I'll have loads of Iron Man things. Pictures.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we need
it
regular
might turn up
updates.
for Christmas. You never know. It might not. But yeah. What did they say? 5 to 7 working days.
Yes.
How many working days ago was that?
Probably about 5.
It's
Just
more than
7.
5. I think it was Monday last week that we ordered it, wasn't it?
Right, was it? You might be right, yeah.
So
I mean,
now it's probably about 8 working days, I think.
I mean, post has been crazy delayed anyway because I was waiting on a parcel which was, and it was posted second recorded, and it just arrived today, and that was posted like 2.5 weeks ago.
Wow.
All right.
And so post has been ridiculously backlogged and delayed. And apparently somebody
It's like the X-Wing.
somebody I was sending one to, this special deliveries, next day special deliveries, they're still getting there because I sent one out to a guy and I said, right, it might be delayed, just so you know. And 10 o'clock the next day, it was like, oh, it's here. I was like, what? Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, special delivery ones are still getting there. They're obviously prioritising those. But anything that's second class, they're just, I think they're shoving into a big pile and saying, we'll deal with that when we get to it. So
It's like the X-Wing, Chris,
Iron Man
when-
thing is a
when
new
you got
company
your
that's doing it,
X-Wing,
so we haven't got any info and
you
knowledge
had
on
your
how
X-Wing.
they post things or how they post things or anything else. Normally, it's all tied up with D'Agostini, but it's not actually them. But D'Agostini normally say, "Oh yeah, we've shipped it," and then in about 8 or 10 days, I tend to get the package.
right.
And the package has a little label on it that
you've
it's
got your
48 hours
X-Wing.
shipping. So I don't quite understand how that works.
I
But
got your
yeah.
X-Wing about 3 weeks before I got mine. Normally, I get mine about a week before you get yours. So it's
Right.
just the post is mess up.
Yeah, it's apparently like I said, the guy, one guy that I was sending some stuff to, he said he'd seen some pictures of a depot somewhere, and it was literally just floor to ceiling parcels that were just shoved to the back as, you know, not priority kind of thing. Which is understandable. There's going to be loads of people that are off. There's going to be, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
It's all to do with the post office. We were just
well, it'll be
just
the whole
talking about this
situation,
this
and then
morning.
you'll have got
The post office.
Yeah, I mean the combination of nobody being, you know, out work and working from home and delivering, not shopping, buying more stuff online, so there's more packages, and being Christmas, so there's more packages, and being COVID, so there's less people working or they got to work more distance. It's just like the Trinity and the perfect storm of not getting stuff delivered. But
And
yeah, we'll get there at some point.
And yeah,
I am quite
have you
surprised.
considered the Iron Man is an elaborate
Only
scam?
private companies are paying overtime.
if it's an elaborate scam, they've scammed me and Chris out of £5.
Yeah, £5 and 4p or something. Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah. I don't think it's a scam.
Nah.
They have done another part work, which I know people that have received things of. So yeah, I'm sure it's a real thing, but it's just the wrong time of year to launch it. Really,
Yeah.
they normally do these things in the new year,
Yeah, absolutely.
which they might well have done in the new year. There was a thing about if you sign up before the 1st of February or something, wasn't it? Get the free gift.
Something like that, yeah.
So maybe it is really launching in the new year. We just jumped in a bit too early.
Bluetooth, Iron Man head that was a Bluetooth speaker, wasn't it, in issue 16 or something? Which is cool. I mean, who wouldn't want an Iron Man head speaker that's a Bluetooth speaker? So cool.
Paul says it might be some depots are busier than others. Got a package today which was sent second class on Monday.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I mean, I don't know where this package I got today was from, but I know it was sent. It was an eBay thing, and it was sent. It was either 2 or 2.5 weeks ago. And a couple of days ago, I actually messaged the guy and said, "Have you got a tracking number, just so I can see if I can see where it is?" You know, I'm not. I know it's not your fault. It's somewhere lost in the system, but so I can see. But apparently, when I checked, Royal Mail aren't actively updating the tracking records. It just said when I put the tracking number in the track and trace, it just said, "We've received your parcel. The next update will be when we try to deliver it." So
Wow.
And that must save them a lot of
They're
time
saving-
in the middle bit.
they're
But
saving
it helps
themselves
when things do
time.
go missing.
yeah, so they're obviously just saying, you know, Ponderosas, just it'll get there, but you know, it's in the system. Just wait.
Get it when you get it.
You know, yeah, it's one of those things. What can you
If
do?
you send it, if you send it by a private courier, it gets there no problem at all because they're paying overtime and making sure all the parcels are getting delivered. It's the
Well, it's
post
the
office
same
where
with
the problem
Amazon.
is. Every time.
I ordered a game for the new Assassin's Creed for my son for his birthday, and when I ordered it, if I had it sent to me, it would have taken 2 days longer than sending it direct to him. But I thought I can have it sent to me and then wrap it up, and then I've got to risk it getting caught up in the post if I post it. So
Yeah.
I contacted his mum. I said, right, I'm going to have it sent straight to you because it still says it's going to be like 2 or 3 days. And then if you can wrap it for me, and that way at least I know he's going to have it for his birthday.
Yeah.
When I ordered it, it said, "Oh, it'll be there in a couple of days." She messaged me the following day saying it's arrived. I was like, "Really?"
Yeah, I've had a few things, or the family have had a few things through Amazon, and they're saying longer than normal delivery, but they're still often quicker than they say they're going to. I think they're just taking the chance and saying, "Yeah, you'll have it in 3 days." They'll probably do it tomorrow. But
I think it was mainly because it was Glasgow. If it had been coming to me, it would have taken 2 or 3 days.
well, that's because you live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. Because what they do is send it as far as Inverness, and then they just gaffer tape it to the first Highland cow that's heading this way, and
Yeah.
and then we pick it up when it arrives. So
Yeah.
Highland cow.
How are you doing, Ted? Have you finished yet?
The fur's being pulled off where people have ripped the parcels off. Poor things. It's terribly cruel.
Yeah. Have you repaired any yet, Ted? Have you done?
Yeah, I've now started on fridge magnets.
All right, you repaired all your Christmas decorations.
Yeah, I've repaired the Christmas decorations. I thought I got the super glue working with some kicker, so Santa's back on his horse.
Wait.
Oh, that's a Christmas tree. I thought that was a festive Dalek in the background, Ted.
Yeah, the star's now got its new hanging thing.
Yay.
Santa's got his arm back on.
Oh,
I
marvelous.
was disappointed that it's not
Until next year.
Yeah.
He's back on the bell, and the angel has got her wings again. Isn't that sweet?
And is your glue pot still glued to your bench?
Sorry, what?
Is your glue still glued to your bench?
Yeah, I found it actually works quite well. You can glue it to the bench and then snap it off. So it's pretty good. You can glue your set and sol to the bench rather than spending and getting those holders. You just glue it to the bench and then snap it off at the end.
Oh, here comes a new video. Snap
It's a
it
way
off.
to do it. It's a way to do it. Yeah.
Flashman's here. I've got Assassin's Creed, 8 games of them, good games, history games.
Yeah,
I do enjoy the Assassin's Creed.
Loves them.
I haven't got the latest one yet. I haven't bothered with that one yet. I've got
I
a few
haven't-
other games I want to get through.
I haven't played
Yeah,
any
when it
since
gets cheaper.
3. I got burned on Assassin's Creed. That's not Ubisoft. So I was like,
It just likes running around stabbing people. It's
Pretty much, yeah. It suits me having to do it in real life. So
in video games, not but
I do enjoy them. I picked up the Watch Dogs, the one that's set in London, a couple of weeks back, and quite enjoying running around London, nicking cars and stuff. Good fun. Valhalla says Flashman. Yeah, that's the one. I haven't got Valhalla yet. I shall pick it up, but I'll wait till it gets a bit cheaper.
Oh, he loves it. He absolutely loves it. He's really into his Assassin's Creed. He does like them a lot.
Yeah, they are fun. I do like them.
Yeah, they're fun to watch, actually. I mean, I'm not one for playing games, as you know, and I don't know much about games. But when he's up here, he'll bring his Xbox and a few games up. And Assassin's Creed is one that he plays most. And I can actually quite happily sit there with a book and watch him doing some of the challenges and things. It's actually really entertaining to watch, just not just playing. So yeah, it's cool.
Lord Barkley says his wife's got him Star Wars Fallen Order. Yeah, I very much enjoyed that. I did start playing that again last week. And yeah, it is very good fun. It's the beginning of it is a little bit trickier where you haven't got all the powers and stuff, but as soon as you start learning stuff and being able to actually take down things really easy, it's very well done.
I love the story. It was really well done.
The story works well as well. Yeah.
I take it you're a Jedi, are you? Talking about
yeah, you're a new hidden Jedi type thing.
Order 66 went down while this guy was like a Padawan, so he didn't have a whole lot of training, and he had to hide it in order to not be killed. So he has to relearn everything as the game progresses.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he sort of almost like lost his memory sort of thing, didn't he? He sort of learned it in flashbacks.
Yeah, he has flashbacks and stuff of those training
sessions. Kind of like the Long Kiss Goodnight, but with Jedi.
A little bit, I guess.
Yeah. B3 says it's certainly entertaining. Watch Chris and Fox fumble their way through Destiny. Fumbling, yeah. This week was mainly fumbling. The trouble with Destiny and playing it with just me and Fox, apart from the added detriment of playing with Fox, Destiny's designed for a fire team of 3, which was great while we had Paul coming around, but Paul doesn't really like Destiny.
Right.
So he didn't want to come back and play it with us again.
I know that's one that my boy plays with his mum and various school friends. I don't know anything about that one though.
When the son gets his Xbox fixed, I'll come and join you on Destiny. I won't have a clue what's going on, but I'll join you on Destiny.
It will be great fun, Ted. We'll enjoy that.
Well,
That'll be really
that
good. Yeah.
is always
What
fun.
could possibly
B3
go
does go
wrong?
mostly Fox fumbling. Yeah.
You know, you might even hear some swearing. I don't know. It might be that one.
Ooh. Love good Ted swear.
There's another one I'm talking about with androids in like a future world thing. What's that? How's it called?
The new one, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk?
No, it's before that. It's not the new one. It's
All right. I don't know. Paul Lines tells me that Ubisoft are doing a sale with up to 80% off stuff. If you're registered with them, they've sent out an email today with a code for an extra 21% off. So is that 101% off?
101% off.
That means
give you money to play their game.
They pay you to take it away.
Yeah, they pay you 1%.
Flashman is. I'm in my 50s. I still play computer games. Yeah, many of us are around that sort of age, and you're as young as you feel, and there's nothing to stop you playing computer games at whatever age you are.
Properly played games on was the original Mega Drive.
Yeah, B3's played Destiny on his own without much issue. Yeah, but you should try playing it with Fox, and then you'll have issues. It makes it much harder.
Altered Beast on the original Mega Drive.
Challenge rating.
That was a good game. That.
Like I haven't been playing many games lately because of like just been like knackered from work and stuff. But jumping on Animal Crossing, I got the Mario 3D All Stars, whatever it is. I've been going on my GameCube a lot to play like what was it, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance and Rogue Squadron and stuff like that. The old like because I've got my Mega Drive still. I love my Mega Drive, but the GameCube, holy hell, that was something else. That console was great. But I'm trying to get.
I picked up a lot of the old Star Wars ones on Steam, so I've played for a bit of Dark Forces and things like that, and it
good old
has its
games.
moments. But
Yeah, you played Dark Forces and you got lost in the sewer, didn't you? In like the first
Very much so.
and second level.
I remember that.
Yeah.
GameCube was back when the names actually made sense because it was a cube, wasn't it? Yeah, you played games.
well, the
like
trouble with Dark Forces
they have Xbox.
and that era of games, it's not that they didn't make sense; it's that they were bloody difficult. They didn't hold your hand.
He was talking about the
in the
console.
slightest.
Well, that's why the term NES hard was created, wasn't it? The term NES hard means like it was hardest. The only games which I think are really hard now, like you get games which are really evolved and kind of like bring you into a world. But I wouldn't say they're hard games unless you're under leveled. That's the only way. So like RPG games aren't necessarily difficult unless you've massively under leveled.
Yeah.
And you've not done a bit of grinding on some side quests. But games like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, or Ghost of whatever it is.
The new one, I haven't played that.
Yeah, the new one that's Samurai.
Yeah,
And
I can't remember what it is, but yeah.
yeah, it's just
Yeah, I just seen Ted there, and I thought Ted's got exactly the same vacant expression that I've got. And neither of us.
Lord Barkley's still got his Crystal Xbox. I never had a Crystal. I had the original Xbox, but I haven't got it anymore.
Never had an original.
Flashman first played Spectrum. I never had a Spectrum. I had a BBC Model B.
I had a Commodore 64, and I loved that thing. And the loading times were like people complain about loading times now. People complain about loading times. Well,
my
I
want to
on
play-
tape.
I remember
Yeah.
Per floppy, swapping out your 5.5s.
yeah, the worst thing about
Oh,
playing games
no,
on
I'm talking about loading things from cassette tape.
yeah,
Oh,
tape.
yeah.
Tape,
It would literally take you half an hour to
God.
load a game,
Yeah,
and
Oh, yeah.
it still might not load properly. You might have to go back and do it
yeah,
again.
and start it over. Rewind.
Like
the
you
tape.
had to be sure you wanted to play that game because in half an hour you might be I can't be bothered. After it's loaded, like I don't want to play this anymore. Then you've got to wait another hour to half an hour to load. Luckily, certain games I like Gauntlet was a quick, easy load. But it's like I really want to play this game. It's going to take half hour to load. Do I still want to play it? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It takes me 30 seconds to load into the new screen on Skyrim.
I'll tell you
Shut
what. When my son got his last Christmas, my son was up here and he got his Xbox One. Was part of his Christmas, and he was that last year or the year before, whenever it came out anyway. And he got his Xbox One for Christmas. Now, me not knowing anything about consoles, I thought it's just going to be a case of he'll unwrap it Christmas morning, we can plug it in, and away you go, and he'll be chuffed, and I can go and make Christmas dinner.
Rookie mistake.
Now, so Christmas morning, take it out. It's like you must update. They're like 8 hours late.
With your internet.
I mean, I've got, but the thing is, I've actually got fibre at the time. I got fast internet then, but it still took forever. And I messaged his mum saying, "Is this normal?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, I should have told you that. Ideally, you should have had that plugged in
Yesterday,
and all setting up and stuff." It's like, "Well, thanks." He's like chewing on the sofa and putting the wall because he can't play his new console.
Well, this is the thing. When I was a kid, and my mum and dad would get me like, was it the original PlayStation, PS2, Sega Saturn and stuff like that with my Mega Drive. There's no updates. There's no internet. It's just like play, go, shut up, get on with it. I do kind of miss those days because you turn on your console now. It's like I want to play this game. You have an update. How big's the update? 18 gig. Oh.
It's madness, isn't it?
Freshman says they made a film of the Assassin's Creed, but I haven't heard about part 2.
Yeah, you're not going to.
There's probably not going to be a part 2.
Yeah, I think
part 1 didn't do very well.
Flopped badly, didn't it?
Yep.
I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was good. I liked it, but yeah. Also,
I've never seen a bit of it. It was Michael Fassbender, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, the issue with video game movies is that they are all kind of cursed in the way, because you have the source material which everyone holds near and dear to their hearts, and then you have the movie. A few movies have done it really well. Mortal Kombat did it very well. Silent Hill, the first one, very well. Yeah. We won't say anything about Mario Brothers. We'll walk over that.
I like.
To be fair, I do love that movie. I love that movie.
I thought that was a great cheese fest.
Some of them are so bad that they're good.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter. Street Fighter is awful.
Now the Assassin's Creed film, I actually have some inside information about that because they did a lot of it in Pinewood Studios, which is fairly local to me.
Okay.
And the special effects department or the props department know us as a shop because in my other life, I repair watches. I'm a watch repairer. I am an horologist. And they occasionally come in and we do stuff for things for the film. And they came in, they were designing a watch for the Assassin, which had like hidden compartments and things and things twisted and twirled and things. And the guy came in and bought loads of watch parts, like glasses and buttons and things to make up the prop for this movie. And it was all great, it's lovely. And was it in the film? Was it hell? No. Not even in the slightest.
What a shame.
That happens so many times. The guy came in 3 or 4 times. And put, like, pictures and things. This is what we're trying to design and things like that. And it was like, that's just crazy. And the amount of effort that went into something that didn't even make it into the actual film.
What a shame.
Oh man.
And he was talking about things for other films that he's done, like I can't remember what the film was, but there was a bomb that was made for some film, and it had an intricate, inside bit that they've done all wiring to, and this, that, and the other, and everything. And it's like, and that was on screen for 2.5 seconds, and they didn't even open it. It's why would you?
Yeah.
Ted, are you in practice of opening a nail bar then?
Sorry,
Ted. I just wondered if Ted was in practice for opening a nail bar.
I'm just trying to get the super glue out my fingers.
He's gonna pick a safe later, and he needs to file down the pad so he can feel the ticks.
Frigging Pig says it's a stick for models.
Yes, it is.
Swigging Pig, yes, it is a sanding stick for models. Yeah, but it does work for taking the super glue out.
Ted is also a model. in his other life. Yeah.
I also want my nails looking
Other
good.
kind
for
of
when I-
model.
yeah, when I do videos, I need my fingernails looking good. So
Mayhem says you'll find it maybe in a scene for 5 minutes, but lost on the cutting room floor. I don't think it even made it that far. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's such a shame. That would have
Yeah.
been really cool.
I'd like to see that. That sounds really cool.
Apple's here, late as usual, but he's been busy renovating. That's a good excuse. Yeah, we'll give you that.
I knew a dancer who used to live down London. Who her mother used to gush about. She was in Muppets Christmas Carol in one of the scenes where they were all dancing in.
That movie.
Oh wow!
And the mother used to. It was one of the things. The mother was like, "Oh, she was in a film. She was in," and she was. And I remember the first time she mentioned it, she was like, "You can see me for like 3 seconds just twirling in this thing."
Oh, no.
Just literally 3 seconds.
Yeah.
The mother told everybody, "It's like, oh, she was in a film."
well, I'll be in Antiques Roadshow in a few months' time when they come back on in this news for the new season of Antiques Roadshow. I'm on it.
Ooh.
How much were you worth?
Yeah, I was just the guy that's standing in the background going, and the price of this item that you brought along today is £50,000, and I was told to go, ooh.
Did you get it in one take?
Yeah, oh no, they kept retaking it.
You
from
had to
different angles.
you had to keep
No, I used to love the old Antiques Roadshows where you'd get some genuine little old deer or whatnot that had come in with this thing saying, "Oh, where did you find it? Oh, well, it used to be my grandma's, and it was gifted to her when she worked as a maid at such a place, and it was this and that." And then they'd reel out this amazing story, and then they'd say, and I'd say at auction it's probably worth about £80,000 to £90,000, and then she'd nearly have a heart attack and fall off a chair. It was really nice
Good
to see.
times.
Whereas now you watch it and you see a lot of people are like, "Oh, where did you get this?" "Oh, yeah, I bought it at an auction for £20,000," and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I'd say it's probably worth about £20,000." And you just think,
£3.50.
it's just not got the same vibe as it used to. It's a shame. I used to love seeing those old genuine. I picked it up from a charity shop, or I got it from an old second
Yeah,
hand.
like I brought it from a fiver from a car boot. Yeah.
Yeah, but stuff like that. It was kind of nice, you know. It was
Now, it's been in my family for 200 years, and I'll never think about selling it. It's worth $3 million. Yeah, I'm going to sell it.
There you go.
Yes, I hope.
Paul's saying that Ted's promised Mrs. Ted a manicure, but hasn't told her that he's doing it. Just practicing.
Yeah.
Athol says, "Have you got a pumice stone? Does that get rid of super glue even a week after all?" Yeah, the sanding stick. I don't know what grit it is. It's a fairly big grit, but it seems to be working. It's all coming out. Yeah, it's like the night that I was on nights at work and I was building a motor torpedo boat, and I super glued my fingers to the torpedo tube at work, and it wouldn't come off. It was sort of like formed in a fist, this wooden torpedo tube, and it just wouldn't come off.
Oh, dear.
How long were you stuck to it for?
I was stuck there for about an hour before I peeled myself off it, using back of spoons and things like that. So, fortunately, we weren't required to go anywhere, or we didn't get any radio messages because.
Ted's life is a sitcom.
Paul Lyons has got a claim to fame. He says, "I was filmed without my knowledge by the local news at a train station when I was 14 and I was smoking. Thank God my folks didn't see the news that night." Yeah, that might have been.
Oh God.
Yeah, when I was a kid, everybody's bathroom, literally everybody in the north of England, everybody's bathroom had one of those little pumice stones that was shaped like a mouse. What's the idea behind that? You know, like natural pumice is just
Like a
pumice. It's just a random shape.
They're always showing like that. The little indentations where you can put your fingers and it fit into your palm of your hand, and yeah.
But it just seemed like
shamanic
a
totem.
weird shape to, you know. it was like one of those staple things, like a toilet roll cover. All the bathrooms of all my friends' parents had the bathroom with a toilet roll.
Funny doll with a big skirt.
Like a big skirt, like a doll with a big skirt over the toilet roll. It was just one of those things. It wasn't as bad as the coloured bathroom suites, though. Do you remember those?
And like the three ducks on the wall.
Yes, yeah.
Traditional.
I remember we had an avocado bathroom suite. Remember when they were all the rage? And you got like avocado, and there was that grey colour, and there was a weird pinky colour, and
Yeah.
The
The 70s colors were here too. Yes.
oh, they were so bad, so bad. They were, terrible.
Flashman says, James Bond fan, got the Amiga 40th anniversary watch, the Seamaster. Got it for his birthday. She got 50 quid, now 4,000.
Nice.
Wow.
Sometimes you get things that go up in money.
Yeah.
I've got a Neon Genesis Evangelion box set, the Platinum Edition. I brought it from Amazon. I paid like 60 quid for it by ADV Films, which did a lot of anime at the time, about 10 years ago. A couple of weeks later, they went bankrupt. Just all the films went blip out of existence.
Oh.
Right. So obviously, it had gone out of print like instantly because everyone, a lot of anime fans love Neon Genesis.
Mm.
And then a couple of years later, I'm speaking to someone. It's like, oh yeah, I've got this collection. Blah blah blah. He's like, I'll give you £500 for it. I'm like, no. He's like, go on, you can buy another one. I'm like, well, no, I can't buy another one, or else you would have bought one already. If I sell this to you, I no longer have it, and I can no longer buy it and watch it myself. So this is staying with me.
You had it because you wanted to actually watch it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a collectible item. And one of the DVDs is a bit iffy, but I watch. I'm like, I still love this. Even though they went out of budget at the end on the last last two episodes or something.
Yeah.
I remember on a similar kind of note, I love Labyrinth, David Bowie.
Good movie.
Brilliant film.
Yes.
I had that on VHS, and when we sort of changed over to DVD, I think I saved 3 films on VHS and an old VHS recorder, and Labyrinth was one of them. And I'd watched it so much that the thing was dying, and could not get a copy of it on DVD. You just couldn't even find another copy of it on VHS anymore.
Wow.
And then one particular day I was in town in HMV, I think, and there was a whole load of new releases on DVD, and Labyrinth was one who was like, oh.
Yeah,
Because the one that I got on VHS was dying. It was so bad. But yeah, I was so pleased, so pleased.
I was the same with a movie called Flight of Dragons, and I watched it as a kid. We taped it off TV like way back in the day, and ever since I was a kid, I've always remembered it and I've always loved it. Could never get a VHS copy of it, and so I didn't see it for absolute years.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, one day I went into Choices Video Rental or something, like when he just brought out DVDs, and it was there. I was like,
when video rental stores used to, do you remember when they used to like sell off their old rental?
Yeah.
oh, it was great. It was absolutely great.
After so long. I got quite a few films like that.
Yeah, here's some really manky DVD or VHS that's been watched 100 times and has coffee and all sorts of spilt on it, and you're like, and so then it's like you go to some places and they're selling off the adult DVDs. You're like, no, I'm all right.
That reminds me. After you had your sort of DVD rental stores, you had a spare to like little local shops getting a minimal library in.
Mm-hmm.
And our local shop, one of our local shops had started doing this. And I remember one evening after work, it's Friday night, and I was like, right, order a takeaway. I'll nip round to the shop and we'll get get a video, and we'll sit and watch a video and have a takeaway. Weekend coming and all the rest of it. So I went round and picked this thing, got the cassette, got back home, and I opened it. And as soon as I saw the cassette, I opened the thing and I thought, that's not right, because it had got massive reels, you know, the plastic bit,
Mhm.
and only like that much cassette on it.
It
And I
was a
thought-
Betamax, wasn't it?
I thought, no, that's not right. I thought that's no, and I put it in, and it's like, no, that's not right. Went back round to the shop, and I handed it back over. And it was a smutty film, obviously, a little, because they tended to be much shorter. Handed it to the counter, and the woman behind the counter was really, really apologetic. She was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I said, "Don't feel sorry for me. Feel sorry for the poor bugger that's at home with a box of Kleenex and his trousers around his ankles, who's just started watching an Arnold Schwarzenegger film."
Oh God.
Twisted Rail, Arsenet, do you actually know what a VHS tape is?
I do actually, 'cause for my 13th birthday, I got a VHS TV combo.
Ooh,
Oh, the posh ones, yeah.
I didn't have it for long because obviously that's when DVD started coming in. But yes, that was my 13th present.
Yeah, that,
Yeah,
just in
what
case you
about-
need a
what
refresher
about-
of what a VHS tape is.
yeah.
What about a Betamax?
See the one.
I have got a blast from the past. I've
Yeah,
got an
what-
old piece of music old piece of music recording equipment, which is like an ADAT tape, which is essentially a VHS tape for music, and it's old as
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could either have a cassette radio in your car, or you could have an 8-track.
8-track, yeah. We had a home 8-track.
An 8-track.
Those are about the size of a VHS tape.
Yeah.
you remember mini discs?
In there.
My dad had a Fiat. He had a Fiat 127, a pale blue Fiat 127 with an 8-track player in it, and he bought an adapter that you could put ordinary cassettes in, and it
All
literally
right.
was a big thing, and you slotted it into the 8-track,
Yeah.
which was a front loader thing.
That's
Oh.
And
cool.
it had like a pop-up thing that you put ordinary cassettes in, so you could play ordinary cassettes. The only problem was you had to take it out and put it in before you got in and out, otherwise you like took your knee off climbing in and
All
out.
right.
And stuck it out that far.
Stuck out so
It's
far.
unusual, Greg.
Bolted under the
Is it not unusual?
Paul de Tomasso's here. Hello, everybody. Even just coming in at the end, but it's fine. We're here for a little while.
Hi, Paul.
Graham says the unsung hero movie of the 80s is Time
Oh,
Bandits.
Great.
Time
Yeah.
Bandits was great. That's the spoilers, but at the end it was still evil. And yeah,
Yeah.
When I saw that as a little kid, it freaked me out.
Yeah. It's
not
the
just because of the
ending,
little people. No.
the ending's completely like, whoa.
The ending just, I was disturbed.
Yeah. Brilliant film, though. Brilliant
And
film.
you've never gotten over it. You are still disturbed to this day.
It's made some great films. Brazil is
Many
another
other
one.
reasons.
It's a fantastic one. If you've not seen that, recommend that.
Yeah.
That's another Terry Gilliam one.
Spitty, this is one of those that I had on VHS because I couldn't find it on Blu-ray or disc for so very, very long.
Which is another way.
And because I've got like the whole stretch of the 90s
Wow.
movies. I did finally get it on disc. I just haven't bothered pulling this off my shelf yet.
I assume you have actually got a means of playing VHS
Yep.
tapes as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've still got a VHS tape somewhere upstairs, but my last VHS player died many years ago.
Yeah.
All right. I've got a
Um,
VHS player. I assume it still works, but I haven't tried it for many years.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I've got one. I just don't know the
Yeah.
actual.
it's kind of a nostalgia thing. I mean, that tape I've got upstairs, no good to anybody now.
Mm.
I'm never going to get another VHS player, but it's just
Yeah, apart from second-hand ones, is there anybody now that makes and sells
Probably.
a VHS?
Oh, they're still
think so,
about.
no.
Absolutely, they're still about.
I
I'm
bet there's
actually-
one little company somewhere in China.
They're probably making them as a joke item rather than as a serious thing.
See,
Yeah.
when I worked as a mechanic, there was a guy next to the garage where I worked who serviced anything that was electrical or electronic. And he used to do a lot of video repairs because there were a lot of old folks around at the time that still liked the video recorder.
Mhm.
And this was before DVD recorders had come about.
Mm.
You only got DVD players. But even then, to buy a brand new VHS, the cheapest you could find one was 60 or 70 quid.
Hmm.
And this was at the time when you could buy a DVD player for 20 quid.
Mhm.
And I remember talking to him about them, And I said, so what's the deal? I mean, it's old tech. You can pick up a DVD player for 20 quid. DVD recorders were just starting to come in, and you could get one for, a friend of mine bought one for something like 120 quid, I think. One of the first ones. It had a lot of glitches and problems, but it was still a DVD recorder. But apparently it's because of all the moving parts. So in a DVD, all you've got is a motor to spin the disc and a track for the laser, and that's it. In a VHS, you've got all sorts of
All
things.
sorts of everything, yeah. Even for ejecting the tape is complex mechanics that,
And it's literally, it's all the moving parts. They physically cannot make one cheaper. So the cheapest you can get one is 60 quid. And as a result of that, eventually people went, well, might as well buy a DVD then. So
and even DVD players must be going now because people are just streaming and using, internet services.
Exactly, yeah.
I've got films on DVD. Actually, I've got films that I've got on VHS that I then bought on DVD, that I then bought on Blu-ray, that I then bought digitally, just because it's far easier to watch it digitally than to dig out anything.
I have actually bought some VHS tapes recently, because when I was a kid, when I first getting into anime in '94, I was into it in like the late '80s. But when I first kind of discovered anime for myself, like as a proper thing, like Akira, Ghost in the Shell, and all that. Hello, puppy. So dog's just walked in. There was a Guyver series which was 12 parts on VHS, and I'm slowly rebuilding that up so I can get a VHS player, hook it up to my PC, and then record it onto my computer so I can just have it saved forever. Come on.
Do you know? I wish there was the place that I work. I work at a care home.
Hello. Good boy.
No, he's going. Okay, bye.
When they had a big they had a combination VHS DVD player, and I remember looking at that thinking, they're going to get rid of that. Should I chuck some money into the thing and take that? Because what they used to do is they couldn't sell because of the nature of what it was. But if any of the staff wanted it, they'd say, just chuck a donation into the amenities fund for the old folks and take a can. And I was like, should I? And I ended up going, no, answer's not worth bothering. And I wish I had now, because you could actually record. You couldn't record onto DVD because it was only a DVD player, but you could do it the other way. And it was just like a novel, because it was, a novel thing, because it was all in one unit, the size of a VHS player. It probably cost a fortune when it was new as well. Yeah, it's one of those weird things. But DVDs I do like, because, like most people, I stream a lot of stuff. But occasionally, if the internet goes belly up or something happens, and I think I fancy watching a film, I have actually got a reasonable DVD library. I've probably given away twice as much as
extra dog action. Sorry.
I've still got quite a few decent films on DVD, so I've always got something to watch.
Yeah. Well, plus the streaming services, they can change what they have in their catalog anytime they want.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I learned that the hard way.
And if you bought it for streaming, well, it still could go away at their discretion. There's no promise. So I like to buy my movies on disc with the code for a digital version of it as well.
Yes.
Then I can just put the disc up there. And sometimes there's special features on the disc that aren't on the streaming. So I love special features. So.
Yeah.
I used to love special features, but not so much anymore.
I tend to buy, I'll go into, if I'm in a city, I'll go into a CEX store and I'll have a look at the DVD selection, because you can get really good, fairly recent films for a couple of quid on DVD, which are brilliant. But one of the things I've done as well when I've been looking at bargain stuff is quite often you can get a set that's got DVD, a Blu-ray, and a digital download or something. And I've not got anything that will play Blu-ray, or maybe my laptop will, I'm not sure. But anyway, I know my DVD player won't. But I've bought a couple of those if it's something my son's liked, and then I've given him the Blu-ray.
Yep.
And I've kept the DVD. So he's happy as anything. Basically, it's like 2 for 1. I pay for one film. We both get a copy of that film, and then there's an option of a digital download as well. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. It's past time, so I'm gonna call time on this evening. It's been fun. It's been great to have so many of you join me. That's been the big highlight of the night. I know it's sort of the last one of the year, so I think people have come along because they,
So
haven't got a chance for the next couple of weeks. So I shall remove you one at a time. As ever, if you want to hang around in the back room, then by all means, I won't be hanging around much myself, but you can always hang around for a little while if you like. Or if you want to go, then that's also fine. So in no particular order, I shall remove you. My mouse has landed on Dan. So Dan will be the first to go tonight. So thank you for joining me. Have a happy Christmas and New Year time.
Absolutely. You too.
Until next year now. So have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, dude.
Then we have who have we got next? Oh, Adam's next.
Bye.
So there we go. Thank you for coming in.
Always a
You
pleasure.
didn't tell us, what did you eat for food anyway? You were eating before you came in.
Oh yeah, it was what was it now? It was bacon, cheese, and onion pie and chips.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I'm hungry
Yeah.
now.
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you. See you again. Have a good
Yeah,
Christmas.
everyone. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, Adam.
Can I just quickly say on the subject of bacon, a friend of mine is doing this diet thing at the moment, and she sent me this screenshot of this wrap that she'd made, and I was horrified to see that guacamole, half an avocado basically, has got more calories than a slice of bacon. And I looked at it, I said, "What the hell are you doing? Replace the avocado with more bacon."
Yeah, just have bacon.
Yeah.
Speed, my mouse has landed on you next, so I shall get rid of you.
Have a good Christmas, folks.
Bye, Speedy.
Bye.
And then Stewpot is the next one that I've got my mouse on. So thank you for coming in. Nice to meet you.
See,
Cheers, thank you,
You did
Charles.
drop out a couple of
Nice
times, but you
to meet
kept
you
coming
all.
back. That's the important thing. You might have dropped off now because you're not moving. Oh, there you go. You did well. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you again another time. I'll take that as a goodbye.
there you go.
Then we have Nat. Thank you for coming in, and welcome to the dog as well. Yeah. Have a good Christmas. We'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And then there was Ted. Thank you for coming in, Ted.
All right. I'll see everybody.
I'll see you on Monday. But
Yeah, well, I'll be back on. I'll be on Sunday unless I do a live stream in between now and then.
We'll be back on Sunday and possibly before that as well.
Yes, so keep looking.
So see you soon. Thanks.
Bye.
And then there was me. Merry Christmas to everybody, and thank you for joining me. And thank you for joining me throughout the year. It's been a tough year, but it will get better next year. It's got to, really, isn't it? But I shall continue and try and keep up the number of streams that I've been doing throughout the year. As mentioned earlier, I should have a new part work start in the Iron Man. At some point, it will turn up, and then I won't be doing that as a live stream. That will be part of my normal part work build series that should be coming up hopefully before Christmas, but you never know with the post and everything. It might well be in the new year. Other than that, new things happening. On Wednesday, my midweek makings, I have a new project to begin, which I probably won't be doing just on live streams because I'll tell you about that on Wednesday. But come along and watch on Wednesday to see what that is. And my next live stream is nothing else over the weekend. It's just going to be Monday on eModels. Then, let's say Wednesday, midweek makings, and next Thursday is in fact Christmas Eve, so I won't be streaming there. Keep an eye on the Team Inept channel if you do like watching me do stuff, because I should be coming back and playing the next room game, the final room game. Some of that I shall be starting doing at some point. I don't know. There's no fixed time slot for that. It's whenever I can squeeze in the time to do it. So as ever, like and subscribe, click the notification bell so you get told when these things happen. Other than that, have a good Christmas. I shall see you all in the new year. Well, I'll see you before the new year, but on the evening with, I shall see you in the new year. Keep an eye on the channel and I'll post up when the next one's going to be. It will be, I don't know, whenever. It'd be like the 5th or the 6th or whatever, the first Thursday in January. So have a good one. Let's have a look, see if anything's popped up in chat. Everyone's just saying happy Christmas and everybody to everyone and good night to everybody. So yeah, night, Merry Christmas, night all. Thanks, Chris. Have a wonderful holiday, says Dan. Good night. See you on various other streams. So yes, good night to everybody. Thank you all for joining me, and have a good Christmas and a New Year. And I'll see you on other streams before then. But after then, I'll see you here. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.